Hey, thanks for joining us. We are here with Greg from SafT Integration, and always good to talk to you and get some information about staying safe, I guess, on the job.
Good to see you again, Randy.
Yes, and the subject of the day here is scissor lifts, and I know, they can be dangerous. And what do folks have to know? What's the data?
Oh, the scissor lifts. We get a lot of questions about those. We get contacted through the website or phone calls, and we do obviously a lot of training for our clients, hands-on. But it seems to be people are looking for what to do when you have a scissor lift. So maybe somebody gets their first one. I don't know why we get some of these contacts, but somebody gets their first scissor lift and they're like, now what? Well, you better have a training program, right?
Yeah.
So you want to make sure that the people that you put in the scissor lift know how to operate it and know how to tie off. Fall protection is important because once you're up there, you want to make sure you have everything right.
Yep.
Okay. But before that, you have to have some paperwork. So you want to do they call it the Preshift walkaround. So you have usually it's a form, and I tell everybody this when they call, use the one that's in your operator manual. Doesn't that make sense? Right?
Yes.
They give you the form. So use that one, use the form. It's just a checklist that you check your tires and the controls and just making sure visually that the scissor lift's working properly, right? So it's technically the first step is you want to make sure that you have that paperwork because it's required by the OSHA standard. So having that paperwork and understanding the process is a very important part of the scissor lift world, right? So you also have to go a little bit further. You want to evaluate your workplace. You just don't want to cut a scissor lift loose. Maybe you have an uneven ground or a ramp that you have to traverse or drive up and down. Maybe you have bad holes in your floor. Maybe you're going to let them go outside to change a light in the parking lot. You have potholes to deal with, or ice and snow, or high wind. All these things that come into play with scissor lift. And that's why people that know me, I get frustrated when I see like OSHA training class, scissor lift. Should be fork truck training, or scissor lift, or fall protection, and everything else that go in with whatever the class is. It's not just scissor lift, right? Think about it. A lot of things I see when I go out and I do my walkthrough or my inspection with clients, and I see people using a scissor lift, not wearing a hard hat. It's written in the standard, you should wear a hard hat. Well, think about that. What are you going to do if you're going up and you're not paying attention?
Clunk. Oh, I would not even thought of that. I was trying to run through my own head. Why would you need a hard?
Something simple. And I mean, even if you rent it sometimes, the guy renting it, it's not his job to tell you everything. Just make sure you go through the evaluation. So you evaluate your work area. You have a plan. You do your walkthrough. You do training on the harness and fall protection so guys are using it, right? And then you train on the forklift and you have your evaluation, just like a fork truck. It's similar. Use all your manufacturing stuff. There's a million things out there online. And that's the simple answer I give people. There's a lot more to it than that, but that's at least the starting point, right? So,
but too, even though sometimes things like that seem obvious, do that. It's still, guys like him remind you of that because it is. Look, guys got a lot to do other than just worry about their scissor lift and all that.
Absolutely.
And who would have thought about the hard hat? I'm never getting on another one again unless I'm wearing one. Or maybe I already bumped my head and that's why I'm the way I am. But
totally forgot.
Hey, if you're not already on the website watching this, you want to go to SafT Integration. That's SAF, capital T, integration.com. A lot of other great videos like this with great information. Of course, Greg here is, if you need any help or any advice, pretty good source for it. So what's the best way they can get in contact with you?
Cell phone is a good one. I don't mind a direct call.
All right.
And that's the 330-502-3339. You can hit us with an email. It would be Greg, Greg, at SafT Integration. And that's spelled funny, SafT Integration.com. And that video is also on the website to explain why we spell it that way.
Look for it.
We're pretty reachable. And if you forget all that, you can just go to our website and there's a contact
That's great.
in there. And that's a tech side stuff. So I have no clue how that works. But I magically get a notice that you're looking for me.
Well, he's even made it easy to get in touch. So SafT Integration, check them out.
Thanks, man.